I was at the club walking around checking the place out. I saw Romeo. I was friends with him for 2 years, but I hadn't heard from him in a couple of months. I went over to ask him how he was doing. I had a couple of drinks, but I wasn't even a little drunk. I asked him to come over, and the guy with him looked at me funny. I know Romeo well, and I knew he wanted to come, so I took him by the arm. Then the guy sitting with him confronted me, and I told him I didn't want any trouble. Then he jumped me, and before I knew it, he grabbed me and hit me.
This one guy was sitting with his friend when Danilo went over to them. I know Danilo because he plays in a band here occasionally. Danilo only had 2 drinks. I know because I was waiting on his table. Danilo motioned the guy to come over and then held his arm to help him up. The guy got mad and started yelling. Danilo smiled and told him to be cool. The guy jumped up, grabbed Danilo, and hit him. They really went to it. After that, the cops came.
I was with my friend Dylan and an old friend of mine, Danilo, came over to our table. Danilo had been drinking. He grabbed my arm and told me to come with him. Dylan asked me if I knew him, and I said no. Then Dylan told Danilo to leave before some trouble got started. Danilo didn't leave, but Dylan stood up to argue with him. Next thing I knew, they were fighting.
I was just sitting in the club with Romeo listening to the music when this person came up and started bothering us. I asked Romeo if he knew him and he said no, so I told him to get lost. The guy was blind drunk and he kept bothering us, so I stood up and told him to leave before I called the manager. About that time, he clenched his fists and raised them like he was going to punch me. When I turned to walk away, he hit me.
Here you go, son. Thank you for the beverage, sure. Man, why are you bringing me over here? Oh, I'm trying to get this drink. No, drink it. I want it. No, I said no. Hey, do you... Oh. Whoa, break it up.
Court is not incessant. Santiago, please state your case.
So, Danilo was at the club. He had 2 drinks while he was at the club. He told Romeo to try to get him to try the drink. Romeo said he didn't want to, but Dylan quickly escalated the situation with physical and punched this man in the face.
Romeo, is this true?
It is partially true. The only part that's not true is the fact that Dylan just came out of nowhere. Dylan was sitting next to me when we were at the club. Then he saw me. Well, he saw that he had pulled me over, forcefully to try to drink.
Okay.
So, I object this statement because I think none of this gives Dylan the right to escalate the situation this high.
You're all right.
So, I think he could have solved this situation with mental abilities instead of physical abilities.
You're correct. You have anything to say?
I think that he is correct, though.
Do you have anything to say?
But what I don't think that Dylan didn't know was that I knew him before, though.
Defendant, please be quiet. I'm trying to ask the suspect. Is this true? You were at the place, and you were the one who got injured. Is this true?
Yes. Most of them had gotten injured because they both got in a fight, but he only did this in self-defense.
Also, Santiago, why can Dylan not make it to the court today?
Dylan cannot make it to the court because he has a sickness. He has a flu. He has the virus.
Okay. You win the case. Dylan is going to jail for 5 years. With parole. With a chance of parole.
Are we guilty or not guilty?
You are not guilty. Dylan is guilty. Dylan will be charged with a $1 million fine. Also, he has no chance with parole.